All right. So, we can say this way toxins. All right. That's going to be right here. So, like I was saying, yeah, yeah, this was the last low here. This is a high, of course. It broke this change of structure happening. If a little pullback to this, level gaps around here, right? This is a double top, a clear sell signal, right? And the market is tanking now. So, but then the question is, yeah, have I gotten a clear sell signal on the higher time frame? Not yet. If you check the 15 minutes time frame, this guy is still trending up, right? On 15 minutes time frame, looking at the last swing low, right? This is a low, right? This is a high. The market hasn't gotten here yet, right? So this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's some situations where you might see a clear signal, perhaps, maybe on the lower time frame, right? But what is doing in essence, just like what I've showed us time before now, right? To confirm that a pullback has started happening, there needs to be a change in trend on the lower time frame, right? So on the 1 hour time frame, it's now a downtrend on the 1 hour time, on the 1 minute time frame. So that's like a clear indication that, right, this pullback is happening, right? So the question I'm asking myself now is, if I'm taking a sell there, am I trading an actual sell trade or am I trading a pullback, right? So that's the question I'm asking myself, right? So what I'm saying in essence is, for me to be comfortable to ride this gold sell downwards is for this low, right, to be taken out. If we go down to the 5 minutes time frame, this is also a significant low from the 5 minutes time frame. I don't know. I don't know why my network is misbehaving. All right. So I will want this low as it is to be taken out. So what I'll be expecting is something like this, all right? Whatever the market is doing, break this, do a retest, tap into this area somehow, and of course, start selling, right? That is when, right, I'll be interested in taking this. Um, I'll be more comfortable with this. But then we are traders, we are risk takers, right? I'm already betting on this on a paper trade. In fact, let me see if I can even take the actual sell here. Um, paper trade. Let's take the trade regardless. Let's see. Okay, an actual sell is live now, right? An actual. Price is up on this. Why is it not picking up? Units, let's say like 10. Okay, so let me drag my TP to this very point and drag my SL to this very point. Let's see how it plays out, isn't it? Confirm. So I have one live trade active now. Yeah, let's watch it play out. So you're risking roughly $69 on this trade. I'm looking to make 111. So this should be plus or minus 11 pips or so, right? If I'm not mistaken. So let's allow that to ride first for now, right? So sometimes this is a paper trading. Just want to see, what's happening, right? Run it up. If it goes against you, like, okay, actually, this is a clear uptrend. Let's see, look at how the daily is. Now, remember, I have the thing about the day. This is like me going against what I have for the day. Now, why am I taking a sell here? Why am I considering sell positions? This is like these are a series of highs. There are multiple rejections that are happening in this area, and the market got back here as well, right? So perhaps that's why the reason for the sell position, right? But it's not a long-term sell. But if you look at it, there are this is a gap that needs to be filled, right? This gap here. That's the gap yesterday created. It needs to be filled regardless. Maybe not today, perhaps later in the week, but it somehow needs to be filled. In the same way, there's another gap above here, a fair value gap even. So this gap here is calling the market. This one above here is calling the market. So where is the market going to go to, right? Where is the market going to go to? So if it's for what's it called? Sweeping, liquidity sweep, right? There's a chance that it's gonna pull up. But let's watch the market, right? Now, if I'm to use my daily bias, it has done, if I'm to use my daily bias, it's already a bullish day. All right. If I'm to use my daily bias, it's already a bullish day. What I'm waiting for is a good entry for a buy. I get it. It's already a bullish day, a good entry for a buy. Why do I say that? Using my bars, right? I've showed us something about these bars before, right? Once I see, once there is a manipulation first, then we are good to go. Let me use yesterday, for instance. What made me um look for long positions for yesterday on gold, right? I don't know if you can see this. Let me zoom it as possible, right? Accumulation, right? Manipulation. You can see this is let me show you what's happening here. Accumulation, right? Manipulation, right? Then of course it distributes. Then there's one thing about the market. Towards the end of the day, it tends to close a little bit below the high it created for that day. If this is a high, market tends to close here. If this is the low of the day, it tends to go up a little bit to close. I've seen that over time and over time and over time. And if you observe the market, that's what it always is. So if you look at yesterday's bar, right? This is exactly what it is. This is yesterday's bar. This is it. The same, it's the same thing. So for today, you are seeing a similar thing as well. So that's why I said um, it's going to be a bullish day, right? Perhaps because it's manipulated below first, tricking some traders, right? That is selling. And of course, it moved a little, then of course disappeared. If I decide to go down to the actual time this market opened, actually 12 a.m. or so, starting of this day, I'm gonna see a downward push before this crazy move right now. So let's just see it for ourselves. Let's go back to the market candles. 15 minutes. So yeah, a few points in profits for that particular trade. Okay. So perhaps 10 pips. Let me know the exact pips involved here actually. From here. Okay. Yeah, roughly just 11 pips actually. Just 11 pips. Okay. So let's see how today actually started, right? That's 12. Okay, the market opened right here. Okay, the market opened right here. So this is the only low that this market did today. This move here only, right? Before it's appearing. Opened here, sold a little, then boom. Like that's it about it. So let's work this trade. I might perhaps not take any trade. I saw what was posted, right? About the bank holiday. So perhaps you might choose the pairs you trade, right? Choose the pairs you trade. Mm, this has been a very good trade. I would have taken this on my main account, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's watch this. So now let's now assume that I'm looking for a good what's it called? A good buy position to enter, right? I would expect the market to actually break here, right? So if I'm looking, I should be expecting, okay, I'm expecting a buy around this zone. This is a fair value gap. So this can be a very good zone to take a buy trade, right? Secondly, uh, these are areas of equal support, right? So as good being good as it is, it want to sweep these areas. So sweeping these areas will make it to tap into this fair value gap to start buying. So if I'm a buyer, right, I'll perhaps wait for this point. I might perhaps wait here for the market to get here before I take my move, right? Now, I am looking at sometimes to make these trades clear, you can check the dollar index, right? So whatever the dollar index is doing, just do the opposite on pairs like this, gold, and some USD pairs, right? Whatever the dollar index is doing. So let us even see what the dollar index is doing, right? See, this is crazy. This is tilting downwards. Normally, what I'm expecting to see here is an upward movement. So this is the dollar index. Analyzing this chart now, let's use from the 1 hour, from the daily time frame. From the daily time frame, just like what I showed you now about the daily bias, right? This is it's a clear shorting day, right? So however it is, I might be expecting this dollar here to hit the low of Friday, last week Friday, or perhaps the low of yesterday, right? It first of all did a, what's it called? A uh, manipulation upwards and it's pushing downwards. So in essence, if I'm looking at gold, I should be waiting for a buy opportunity, right? But what I'm trading there, the trade running there is an active pullback, a setup um, we saw on the 1 minute time frame, right? So we are trading a pullback in actual sense, right? So, but the main idea for that, for this particular day, for this day on gold is bullish, right? So, and the dollar index is in line with that, all right? It's in line with that. This is the daily time frame. I'm looking at the market touching at least the low of yesterday or the low of Friday, right? In fact, generally, this is an uptrend anyway, but for today, right? Either the low of yesterday or the low of today, because of this move. If I check the bars, you're gonna see it. What are we seeing here first? We are seeing a massive manipulation first upward, if you can see that. I just want you to see it. The market opened, manipulated, and of course, it's trying to distribute right now. Okay, so that's just what I'm looking at for today. So since the dollar index is on a negative trend, so the best thing to do is to look for a nice opportunity to buy, right, on USD pairs. So Euro USD, GBP USD, I should be looking for buy opportunities on this. USD JPY, you can keep selling because it's in line with the line box, right? And USD JPY is actually good for a sell today. And then let me see if it's that. All right, it's already tilting downwards. Okay, this is a trade I took yesterday. I didn't wait till it gets my profit anyway. I think I closed around here. But now, what I'm seeing here, right? I'm not just seeing a new high created. I'm seeing um I'm seeing a sweep, right? series of high that you are taking out. So it only makes sense from the 4 hours time frame, right? These are series of highs here. This has been the strongest resistance for like the longest time, right? So first of all, of course, this is also a low even, right? So in essence, right, over time, I don't know when it's going to happen, but this low would perhaps be taken out as well, right? So we have these lows, we have these highs rather, resisted, came back, respected, came back, respected, came back, respected. Now the market being what the market is, so many persons, let's say for the buyers will, oh, this is a new opportunity. In fact, maybe from here, so they start stacking their buys, right? But what happens? They get taken out. Then for the sellers that are having this point as like, oh, okay, let me just sell here and have a shallow SL. Perhaps a stop loss that is just above this point, right? Let's say you decide to sell from this point. You have stop loss just above here or above here or above whoever. The market just takes everything out and it's dropping massively right now. Okay. So if I'm looking at this, and there's also a gap here too. So it is what it is actually. Right. So these are ways to look at the markets, from hindsight, perhaps to guide you on what you're seeing. So from this 4 hours time frame now, we already know that then I'm not recording this session. Oh God. Okay, 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 okay. All right, okay, it's recording. All right. So from this 4 hours time frame, you can tell that okay, the sell you're seeing is actually a sell, even though it looks like um an uptrend perhaps right here, right? So also to tell that your sell is valid, look at this low, right? This is a high, this is a low, this is a lower high. Of course, the market has broken. My entry will be anywhere around here. If I'm looking for a sell here, I may not aim for the biggest zone, right? I'll simply wait for here, market coming here, I tap in. I might perhaps take on a paper trade here too. Tap in, I chase for this low. I may not need to chase the craziest ideas or so, right? I might still chase for this low. So let's see. Let's do that as well. Mm, 1000. Okay. How it go though? Oh, that's crazy now. I think I made a mistake. This would have been a sell limit right here. I did an active sell. Okay. Well, mistake is mistake. I'd have actually set a sell limit there. Well, so profit is right here. But this is a very low risk anyway. It's a very low risk. Risk $11 for just 18. But I think I would rather do that setting on my main account then, right? So that is it about um it. This is simply, breaking the market down, right? Analyzing or seeing what is showing you, right? On the higher time frame and being ready to work with being ready to work with what you're seeing. Okay. So that's it about it actually. All right. So we have that set right now. Okay. So let's just simply watch it, right? So that's it about it, right? That's it about it. Let's go back to our goal. So when you're doing, okay, gold is still tanking downwards. Is that a good trade? Right. So if you have let's say halfway the target. I think we're halfway the target already. It's like $62 floating and an average of how many pips? Like 7 pips or so. Perhaps this goal would have been a very good trade, or it's a good trade as it is, right? This is a live analysis right in front of you in your sim, right? So that is it about it. Now, what we are trading here, like I said earlier, we are trading a pullback happening here, right? So you have our main entry down here if you are looking for a buy, all right? So simply wait as the market plays out. And if you're another thing about having your trades running, at a point, if you feel that, you know what, I think I'm done here, simply close, right? Simply close. You know, another thing that guides us in this trading is your gut feeling, right? How am I gonna put it? Let me take out this stuff. This I already have the trade running. Then I'll take it out. There are so many lines on this chart. Right. So let me just adjust this one. This. So we're almost at TP. Let's see if it's gonna hit it before the session closes for today. We're almost there. Would you want to wait or would you close? So this perhaps have been a good trade. So if you're done, you can simply close that thing again. So let me see. Uh, Positions. Okay, this one 102. Take profit order executed. So it has actually closed. So that was actually a very good trade, isn't it? That was actually a very good trade. Right before your eyes, how many minutes? Give or take, um, give or take 15 minutes or less, or more even. You can see that. That was actually a very beautiful trade. So that's why you don't have to be so rigid in the market, right? But main thing is always stick to the ideas you're seeing, right? Once it's so clear, stick to it and boom. So family, that's it. If you have questions, let me know. Any question? And it's still trading downwards. Now is heading to this fair value gap we saw down here. Now, also know one thing, don't forget. I know we have a fair value gap down here. We also have one here as well, right? We also have one here as well. So you don't get to forget. You also have one. All right. You also have one here as well. You know, and somehow I'm pained though. I'm pained. I didn't take this on my main account. Somehow I'm pained, man. I'm pained, but it's all good, right? So also have a fair value gap here, right? As you can see, though, but this is my main one, so you can actually respect this area and start going backwards. But the most important thing is, all right, let's see. How do you check? Also send the profit. Yeah, to make contact. How did you check? It's ready to continue. Okay, how did I check it? Um, yeah, TradingView has a paper trading um whatever attached to it, right? You just um right here. This is a paper trading. Oh, wait. And now I say I've been on long on US debts and I have 3,000 floating there. Interesting. Right. So this how you check it, right? You have this is a paper trading. So this is like so let's see this and see if it's open. This is US debts. When did I even enter that trade? Because I was like, I don't want to enter that, but that should be way, I think, oh, I took that by like My SL is USL. Wait, no SL, nothing, nothing. No SL, no TP. Isn't that crazy? Oh, this is where I took the buy. Interesting. I took the buy right here and okay, I think it's time to close. So your question is, how do you see? So this is just it, right? Um, there's this buy sell symbol on your broker. So you can easily, if you tap on it, that's when you can connect this paper trading, right? And if you click on any buy, right, the whole, what's it called? Let's close this first. Close position. There's a partial close here. You can do a full close position. So I think I'm done with that. Okay. So we just have one running now. Yeah. So we enter there, close here. So let's say we want to take a new buy or something here. You click on the buy, right? So this is what comes out. This is the limit, right? This is the sell stop or buy stop, however you want it. This is either the buy limit or sell limit. Okay, however you want it. If you want to switch to sell, just tap on the sell. That means sell limits right now. Put the entry, the price you want, right? The unit you want. The unit is like the average of what you're using to take the trade, right? So you can also adjust the risk. When you're trading, currencies are much more, the units, you can see like 1,000 units. 1,000 units is like very, very minute, right? So you can be hitting like, um, depend, I think you'll be giving, I don't know, either 100K account or so, whatever, to work with, right? So after setting up whatever you want, there's also, this guy, they use ticks, right? Either price or ticks. Ticks is, how do they even calculate this? These ticks is points, like some amount of points make up a tick, right? For certain pairs, right? So if you trade futures as well, that's where you understand these ticks, right? Futures, like not like the there's what we call trading futures, right? Mostly the futures, there are some pairs, the pairs of futures are quite different from the normal forex pairs, right? And futures, they close at a particular point in the year, right? So there's a time for like 3 months gap in the year, futures don't work. So you trade from a particular time to a particular time and you're done. You resume next year or whenever those future pairs are available to trade again, right? So that's it. So since we don't fully understand ticks, you can just use your price, put your take profit price, your SL price, then of course you can also, your margin here will also tell you what you're risking. So you're risking just quite a minute amount. So you can go in for a larger unit, right? And you can see your margin is increasing. You will like and see that's a crazy ass margin. 1,000 units on Dow Jones is crazy, right? But 1,000 units on any normal forex pair is nothing. Okay, so that is it about that. You just take your time, study it, and you see everything for yourself. I don't want to do it again, just disappear. Okay, so that is it about it, actually. So for this particular one we took here, let's even see the fits. Okay, yeah, so it should come up to this area anyway. It should come up to these points before having any signal. So that's it about it. I mean, I believe and I hope you got value this morning. So it gets better and it gets better. All right. Cheers and have the best morning. Uh, okay.